Oh my, oh my sweet buttery. Oh my god. What's up, Hardcore Nation? It's Hardcore Christopher here, and let's talk. Okay, it didn't take hurricanrana Funk very long to work out that Eric Bischoff is going to work for All Elite Wrestling. That would be good. That would actually be it wouldn't be good. Don't get me wrong. Eric Bischoff has a great mind. But look at what Hogan and Bischoff did to TNA. Hogan had it in his head to start another Monday Night War. It lasted about 2 weeks. No, it lasted about maybe a week or 2 weeks. And then the damage was already done. I mean, don't get me wrong, hurricanrana Funk. I don't hate you. In fact, you're one of the greatest informers of wrestling when you get your facts all lined up. But now, I'm gonna have to put you in your place. I'm going to address some things. Okay. 1. You said, this comes from you. You have said that Eric Bischoff buying Impact Wrestling. But then a week or a day later, you'll post WWE buying Impact Wrestling. How can you say that? Just because Bischoff is down in Florida does not mean, let me repeat that, does not mean he was looking to buy anything. If you know your wrestling history, you will know that Florida is where WCW got its start. And he may have just been down there for vacation. He may have just been down there reminiscing. Doesn't mean he was going to buy anything. Okay. Then we go to Eric Bischoff and the WWE being executive producer for SmackDown. Okay. It's true, WWE gave him the boot. And then it was shortly afterwards that Bischoff got announced to be at the next StarCast. Okay. Let me just make this really, really clear. Just because someone is showing up at StarCast does not mean that they are part of AEW. Why? Because StarCast is its own entity. Yes. Do AEW personnel are they at StarCast? Yes. But everyone was making such a big deal. They were hopping around like bunny rabbits. They were so excited that CM Punk, for the first time ever since he left WWE, was gonna be in a wrestling ring with a live mic. He's gonna be at StarCast. How the heck? How on earth is that news? When we knew months in advance that Punk was gonna be there. And just because Punk was there does not mean that Punk... Well, wait. Did Punk show up at AEW the next night? Well, did he show up at AEW in any capacity? Answer, no. Now, as far as you saying that Eric Bischoff brought in Tony Schiavone, you need to look up when Tony Schiavone was in the business. Because, little known fact, Eric Bischoff was not there. Eric Bischoff was not there before. Eric Bischoff was in WCW after Tony Schiavone was. Because Tony Schiavone had been there ever since the 80s, when it was still known as the National Wrestling Alliance in Jim Crockett Promotions. So you're wrong there. And I'm gonna put this as kind as I possibly can. If Cody wants to bring in Eric, that's his priority. But I want you to listen, and I want you to listen very well. If Cody brings him in, and he gives him power in AEW, that's going to be a disaster waiting to happen. Because look at what happened to TNA. Even though, and another thing, if Hogan and Cody work out a working relationship and he shows up in AEW, that's also going to be disastrous, because what fell was TNA. TNA, one of the greatest wrestling companies from 2002 all the way up to their name change. And then the Carters got involved. The Carters put Impact Wrestling in such a financial hole that they were struggling to get out of. And then Anthem got involved. Russo was there. And what has Impact done? Well, let's see. Impact has jumped from Spike to no fault of TNA. Well, yeah, from Spike to Destination America. They only lasted a short time there. To Pop TV, they only lasted a little bit there. To Pursuit, Pursuit gave them all kinds of issues. And now they're going to be appearing on Access.
Still waiting for one more person to jump on the phone. Could it be you at $20 a month right now at 800-525-56?
If Cody brings in Bischoff, he needs to make sure that Bischoff has no power, has no stroke. If he brings in Hogan, which I hope to God he does not. He needs to stay away from Hogan. He needs to stay away from Nash. He needs to stay away from Hall. Don't get me wrong. Hogan made wrestling popular in the 80s. But it seems like, and I love you, Hulkster, but it seems that everything that Hulk Hogan touched, especially in TNA, died. I mean, there's nothing more for me to say. You're just wrong. You're wrong on so many levels. I mean, yes, Bischoff got the boot, but we really don't understand why he got the boot from WWE. I mean, there have been reports that Bischoff would walk off, or he'd be found somewhere else, or he just wasn't doing his job, and he just wasn't doing his job. But we don't know. And it's not like Bischoff wished ill will towards WWE. He was actually very thankful. He tweeted out that Bruce Pritchard is a good friend, and he will do a phenomenal job as executive producer for SmackDown, and he respects all the production staff of the WWE. He even said that they are the hardest working guys that he has ever seen. I mean, I don't get it. It's like hurricanrana Funk, you do a great job when you do your research. But when you don't do your research, you just spout off nonsense, and that's it. I'm done. I'm Hardcore Christopher. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and let's meet that 1,000 subscriber mark. And don't forget, at 40 subscribers, I will be doing a Q&A video. You can send your Q&A questions to christopherbox25@gmail.com, or you can put your questions down in the comment section below. I'm Hardcore, and don't forget to go show my friends Wrestling for Fans and Tom Masters and Spooky RoboCat some love. I'm Hardcore Christopher. Keep it hardcore, everyone.